CHICKEN. Use the code CHICKEN in the shop. CHICKEN.
Guys, the Chickens here, bringing you another Boomers video. In today's video, guys, we got you covered as we do each and every Warship season with the Season 15 Tech Tree Guide. Guys, if you do find this video helpful, make sure that you use the code CHICKEN in the shop if you're going to pick up instant trading or anything for Warships this season. Also, don't forget to subscribe for everything that is Season 16. So, first off, let's start off with the Tech Tree. Let's start with the Tech Tree. So, I made one mistake here. I'm going to go over that in a second. But, guys, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're able to get Seekers right off the bat. That's going to be your key troop. You want to get Seekers and you want to max them out. And also, what you want with them, you don't necessarily need shock bombs right off the bat, but you do need the troop damage. The troop damage and the building health, that's going to be your two main components. That's going to make your attacks faster. That's going to make your defenses take a little bit longer. So that's what we want. Alright, so once we prioritize everything kind of around those three nodes, then we can go back, we can start to look at our defenses, see what's working, see what's not working. Now, if you don't have any single target defenses, if you don't have any cannons or boom cannons or anything like that, you're going to be very weak to rocket choppers. And rocket choppers can get very fast times if you're not careful and don't plan out your base defense a little bit. So to defend against this, I've got sniper towers level 3, I got cannons level 3, and I have actually unlocked boom cannons. But my biggest mistake here was that I put all my points in rocket choppers and I haven't necessarily really been using them. So Seekers, I think, are going to be the way to go. And out of the gates, a really nice defense to have is going to be those regular mines and paired with those boom mines. You can see on my base here, I've got a really, really dirty walk around this base. And essentially, if I go one-on-one against anybody with Seekers at 4 ERs or anything, we're going to come out on top. You see, we're actually on the leaderboard here. I'm just under top 10 in Canada. All of these guys have 4 engine rooms. Nobody up here has 3 engine rooms. So this is a very nice... Oh, except that guy. But I think... shout out to 2-0 for ruining what I just said. But yeah, most of these guys... Shout out to Shishk. They're up here. They got 4 ERs. So... Or they finished, you know, Legendary Plus, whatever. But yeah, so at 3 ERs, this is going to be very dirty. This is a nice little walk right around the corner. Now, the thing to keep in mind on your defense is sometimes this will happen. So say I throw out the Seekers, right? They're going to go up, they're going to hit this engine, they're going to walk through all the mines. Sometimes, especially if your engine is placed like over in this direction, the Seekers will actually bypass this engine and they'll keep walking up this side and they'll hug the wall. So that could be beneficial to have an engine there and then have one up over here. But we'll get into the attack meta in a second. I just wanted to talk about kind of the defense layout. There's not a whole lot to it. I think this kind of triangle spread of the engine rooms is definitely the way to go. But you have to watch your defenses depending on, you know, how much you have, how much tech you have left over to unlock defenses. If you're weak on splash, you know, if you don't have mines, or if you're weak on single target, you're probably going to be weak to either Seekers or rocket choppers or a combination of the two. So just watch your defenses and kind of adjust like according to that. You know, I was getting smoked by rocket choppers because I went a little bit too heavy on the splash defense and a little bit too light on the single target. So I did unlock boom cannons. I actually haven't used them yet, so we'll see how that's going to go. But yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say getting boom cannons is ideal. I'm kind of just seeing if that works for me. I think what's going to be best is probably to get out of 3 engines quickly and get to 4 engines ASAP. Get to the heavy chopper, get to the building damage, things like that. You know, we'll cover that in a bit. But for right now, this is kind of what we want to be doing. So, yeah, that's basically it. Oh, also, the biggest thing, critters. Critters are huge. Why? We'll just show you. So you can actually critter an engine room down with 2 buckets of critters or 3 buckets of critters, depending on what's around them. That's where your shock bombs are going to come into play. It's not for helping the Seekers, it's for helping the critters. So if you can, I don't know if we queued up there or what happened. I'm going to try to refresh. Yeah, it's not for the, it's not to protect the Seekers, it's to protect the critters. Now you can protect the Seekers, or you will need to protect the Seekers if you go against like a bunch of clustered max flamethrowers or anything like that. I went against one base that had max flames, and I did have to shock them, so that kind of made me spread out my GBE a little bit more than I wanted to, so that was definitely an option. I don't know why we can't queue up. What is going on here? I just played for an hour straight. I didn't have any issues. What's going on? We shouldn't have any queue time issues or anything. Third time's the charm, guys. Third time's the charm. Come on, Boom Beach. This is very weird. I don't know what's going on. It is very early for chicken at the moment. So let's try to refresh the queue. Try it again. Try it again. See if we can play the game. It's also, you know, I don't think there's a ton of people playing right now. It is the middle of the night, so that might come into effect. But like I just said, I was just playing against for an hour with no issues. So this is very, very weird. Never seen this happen before. Okay, but oh my god, we found someone. Jeez, that was weird. All right, so this is a good base to show you guys. So for bases like this, we're gonna throw out the seekers, and then we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Now, stuff you gotta watch for if you are using critters to take down an engine room. Mortars that are rank 4 and above, that's gonna be an issue. And another thing is when the defenses are super packed close together, that's also going to be an issue because, so if the defenses are touching the engine room and you throw critters on it, the critters will disperse around the defenses as well, and that's really going to slow down their damage. So be careful about that too. Alright, come on, boom cannons. Let's see if you can do anything for us. So he had to use critters there. Come on, boom cannons. Oh, they need another upgrade, I think. 330. I think we did better than that, didn't we? Let's see, let's see. Dario Naharis. 333. Okay, there we go. So we're streaking, guys. We're streaking. But let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at this, guys, and see what happened there. So he used rocket choppers and seekers, and this is what I've been seeing a lot. I personally don't think it's as good as just using all seekers and critters, but it depends on the base, right? So you see right here. Let's actually watch the bottom first. Look at those seekers. They're just getting absolutely rinsed by those mines. But the problem was they were able to take down that first engine, and then he's got rocket choppers left over to be able to flare back. Down. So let's watch that again, and then I think maybe we'll move the boom cannons. So where do we want the boom cannons there? Was he able to shock both of those in one go? Yeah, he was. Okay, so I got to spread those out a little bit because that's too easy. So let's go. Let's just move you right over there. And we'll keep that mortar in tight. But you see how I've got all these defenses clustered around the engine room? That's just so if he throws critters right on top of this, then the critters are going to kind of attack everything, and they won't be able to take down the engine room. So that's a very easy way to defend against critters if you don't have high-level mortars or machine guns or flamethrowers or anything like that. Yeah, so aside from that, I think all we really want to do is just, I think we want to go like this. And I'm actually going to move this flamethrower. So say if he does critter my boom cannons there, then we have some defense against that. So let's try another attack, guys. I think we're pretty well rounded here. I think we got a pretty good handle on whatever they're going to be able to throw at us. Now, of course, you're still going to go up against these crazy rocket chopper guys, you know, that just somehow get like 340 plus times. Or now we're just going straight into 4 ERs. So at 4 ER, it's tough. Because that adds about an extra 10 seconds to our attack to go all the way up and around, versus him, who just gets to have a normal attack. So, but you'll see what I mean here. 1, 2, 3. These mortars, I think they're tick 4. They almost one-shot, or they one-shot critters. So that really throws a wedge into what we're trying to do here. But you see what I mean? That's where the critters hug the wall. That's where the critters hug the wall like that. Okay, the critters actually did take that down. But you see what I mean? They hug the wall. So if you can put, oh, he retreated. Yo, we'll take that. But yeah, so if you can use that critter wrap, the wall to your advantage. If you're able to do that, that's going to be decent. So, yeah. Guys, as always, I think that's going to wrap it up for the tech tree guide today. I'm going to push a little bit and wrap this up, and then hopefully we can get to 16 and get that gold chest nice and early. But yeah, guys, that is going to be the best info, the best starter pack for your season 16. So make sure to let me know if it's working for you down below in that comment section. As always, guys, make sure to stay tuned to the chicken for everything that is Warships. Don't forget to use the code chicken in the shop. Do appreciate it. And we'll see you next one, guys. Chicken out. Back.